And we are live. Hey guys, welcome to our... Huh?
I'm just saying, hey.
Okay. I'm going to present you, sir. I'm going to give you mod skills, too.
What?
For real? Of course, not there. So, let's see here. All right, Tim just joined.
Hello.
What's up, Timmy?
How are you?
Not bad, not bad. We just went live like a minute ago and not prepared.
Well, what else is new?
Well, you know, I'm eating dinner. Angel's working on the laptop situation for SCGMC, so that boy's not building anything.
What am I? I got updates running, so I can probably get to building something.
Yeah, so this is pretty much this is real life modeling as it happens. So on one side, I have my kit that's being worked on, and the other side, I have another kit that's gonna get worked on later on.
What you got there? Fish?
Yeah, I got salmon.
Oh, you lost me at salmon.
Really? You don't like salmon? We
No,
don't like fish in general.
No, I do actually love fish. I just don't like red fish. Red fish is just that's not my thing.
Yeah, it could be pretty strong. So I got home maybe about 40 minutes ago. So popped this in the oven. The rest of my family's eating without me because it's like, oh, we'll wait for you to finish broadcasting. Yeah, so 2 hours later, like, well, screw you. You're eating on your own.
Nice.
So let's see. Timmy has a board he's displaying.
Oh, it's upside down, yeah.
It doesn't have to be right side up.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's part of the bait, so it's a thing.
So is this going to be done for the show or?
No. Okay. I've admitted it to myself over the weekend that it was not going to be done. So I'm just going to kind of take my time and, do it right.
Yeah, we're waiting for Freddie to admit that he's not going to finish on time.
Yeah.
Isn't Freddie doing the Mad Max thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's trying his hardest.
Yeah. I mean, but he doesn't have to travel or anything, so he's got like an extra day and all that. He can work into the wee hours of the morning where,
Technically, when you fly out from here, from over there, you're time traveling.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're time traveling either way, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, time traveling for your benefit when you're on your way out here.
Well, yeah.
I have to fly to Minnesota tomorrow, so I get a time travel.
Oh, shit. Why Minnesota, dude?
I don't know. I'm there for a meeting on Thursday, and I'm done. So,
Jesus.
Yeah. I know, right?
All cold and shit. And people talk
I don't know this. Last time I checked, it was like 30-some odd degrees or something like that. So.
Oh, fuck that. No, it's not even that cold here. Shit.
I'll be in Minnesota in 2-3 weeks, I think.
Why?
Yeah, colder when he'll be there when it's colder than I go there. Haha, sucks to be him.
Why the hell are you guys going to Minnesota? That's what I want to know. I'm like, what's in Minnesota that's so important?
I don't actually know. I'm there for a meeting with some traffic guys.
Jesus.
So that's city of Minneapolis.
In Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah, they got good coffee and bars up there, And that movie Fargo is a true story there. So you got to be careful. It's serious business up there. What's that?
We're gonna take care of this in Brainerd.
Yeah, and they love their hockey up there too. So don't disrespect the hockey.
Hey, they like your hockey out where you live too.
No, they don't. They could care fucking less about hockey, dude.
You guys have the Caps?
Yeah, just because we have the Capitals doesn't mean that they're popular. Well, at least here. And plus, you have to think also too. Like, I'm fairly far away from Washington. I'm like on the other side of Baltimore. I'm on the northeast side of Baltimore. So up here, it's just like whatever, hockey, sure, okay. You play your skating game, and we'll be over here watching baseball and football. Thanks.
I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, well,
I really shouldn't give a shit about hockey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys are lucky enough to have everything, though. I mean, shit. Like, you got how many NFL teams does LA have now? The Chargers,
Two.
the Rams, yeah, and the Rams. Jesus.
Yeah, we got two of everything.
I would shit on the Rams, but they're actually doing decent. I mean,
the Rams are doing hella good. The Chargers are a beast too.
Well, I mean, Chargers did win this past weekend too. But it's great when Nate comes on, because he used to be a diehard. Well, I don't know if he's still a diehard fan, but he was a big Chargers fan.
Oh yeah.
They left his city, and he's bent about that.
Oh yeah, it was like he got raped and everything when they left. I remember his post, like, no.
Well, I kind of knew that was happening.
Yeah. Well, and I remember when they when the Chargers traded Eric Weddle to Baltimore. Oh, he was not happy.
Well, I was posting, welcome to Sports Talk with those Gundam Guys.
Hell yeah.
This is our pre-SCGMC stream where we don't really do much building, and we're just going to be prepping for the show.
Yeah.
Says you, I'm going to build after I finish eating, goddammit. I have a kit to finish.
I know. Like, I'm the only one fucking building right now. Jesus, jumped up Christ.
I'm finishing my food and trying to host with talking with my mouth full at the same time, which is cardinal sins of broadcasting.
I thought you'd be used to that by now. You didn't hear me, did you?
No, because I was talking over you.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm building, but you can't see me.
Yeah, Corey. Why don't you post up? Okay, let me. I'm not going to bother presenting Corey, but we're going to listen to Corey as you talk. Corey, do you have a camera?
Yes, I do.
All right, I'm presenting.
It's in the other room.
Well, what good is that?
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Freddie told me to join to talk and scream about procrastination.
What the fuck is Freddie thinking?
Okay, that's the first problem. Freddie's thinking.
I'll go get my camera.
Hey, that's a good lad. While Corey does that. So last time we impromptu did a broadcast, I decided to break out this Veritech. I love saying that because it pisses so many people off. It's great. It's like,
I love Robotech.
Robotech was awesome when I was little.
Yeah, right?
Well, then again, I mean, we really didn't know better, right?
No.
How the hell were a bunch of 10-year-olds supposed to know that this is some American company that decided to rip off a couple of animes and rewrite the script?
It was like 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
Mosquito, Southern Cross, and Macross.
Yeah. So,
and what I had thought this was last week as because now that George actually watches our stream, I don't know why.
He's the only one, right?
Huh? Yeah.
He's the only one, right?
Pretty much. He's actually loading up multiple, his phone, like 3 other computers, just so that we have more viewers.
Nice.
So I thought this was an extra piece because, I built the SD officer's pod, and this looks just like the goddamn officer's pod piece. For all intents and purposes. But then, you add in this piece, and hey, lo and behold, it's the fucking head. It's the head
for the variable one.
Yeah, for the, I guess, A model.
Okay.
And I decided to look on, the little sheet. It says, "Hey, look, you have two variants: the FJ and the F and the A." So, and the other variant actually, or the other picture actually has the variant on there. The
Nice
variant. So, as goofy as the A variant looks, I'm not going to use it, but I still put it together just so I could, kind of shit some grins. So,
I think it looks decent, actually, to be honest.
When I had this put together last week, I was looking at it and thinking, this is lacking some details. Do some research, and if I didn't, if I could just let it go and build, this would probably be close to being done. But you know what? Screw that. I decided to scratch build a whole new face or visor to this, and it's funny because when I originally when I built the frame for this piece, I didn't even bother measuring out things. I just kind of got close to the measurements and just straight up used the chopper and cut up straight sheets of plastic for this and put it on there. I was like, yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll just sand it to reshape it. And like early the next morning, it's like 7:30. I get texts from another builder of ours complaining that this bothers him, and I should have used a different method to cut it out of shape.
What?
So what he suggested is take masking tape and just lay it down here like so, and you could get precise trims, or close enough, that you could get the basic shape and use the masking tape as a template. Which,
Hold up.
was
So let me understand this. So somebody got offended by what you were building on your own kit.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, OCD took over, and it's merely a suggestion.
Okay.
And then he's like, the first text was, "Hey, can I give you a suggestion about this thing?" Before I could even answer it, he just a whole post. It was like 3 texts together explaining the process that I should do. So, I mean, granted, it took me like 15 minutes to do this. So I took the 15 minutes and I cut the shapes out and recut the plastic, and it's closer to what this looks like. So, yeah. It's good that some of our modeling friends could reach out to you early as F in the morning to give you model building tips that you should do.
Who's giving who the tip?
Yeah, exactly. Do we just get Freddie join us? All right.
Just
so since Freddie joined us, I'm gonna stop talking and let Freddie talk for a little bit because he's gonna.
I'm not ready yet. I'm still setting up.
No,
then
you're
why
ready.
are you on?
Yeah, you logged in. You're ready.
I don't even have. Hold on. Give me like 5 minutes.
If you're on, you're fucking ready.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Technically, Corey's ready too. All right. Angel's still working on laptops back there, running around his room, barefoot. Sexy. Angel doesn't believe in chairs in his room, in his workshop.
Why?
He stands to work with everything, which is
What?
weird.
That is weird.
I mean, us
Oh, look, he's
modelers
sitting
are
on the
lazy,
ground.
and yeah, it's very odd. I mean, it's an insight to how people build. You know, everyone builds differently, and Angel builds really differently than any other modeler I've seen or met. You know, I'd go over to his house, and he'd be sitting on the floor with parts all over his floor, and he's just working, and I'm just shocked. George wants in.
That's our
Someone
angel,
send
though.
George the link.
I already sent
Okay,
George.
Huh?
I sent George the link.
Okay. George is going to join into his non-existent build room. Last time I heard it was flooded or something like that. Serves him right for living in Boston and for being a Red Sox fan. Screw those guys.
Right.
And back to sports. Hey, look, Corey has turned on his camera.
Yeah, I had to rearrange practically my whole entire workspace.
Cool.
It's been
So
a
for
lot.
those that you don't know, this is Corey. He's one of the major players on the GBA Discord, and he's working on an SD kit. Is that an SD kit?
Yeah, SDHG Sinanju.
So
Get it right,
Corey loves his SD kits,
Yep, a little too much.
which is why I'm building my Veritech SD kit.
Awesome.
I get a nice little giggle every time I say it. Veritech. So this is going to be done for SCGMC. Oh, George joined.
Don't say that.
Oh. So let's finish off with Corey so he can explain what he's doing a little bit.
Basically everything because it's last minute.
Is it as last minute as Freddy?
No, because Freddy just started priming today, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been fighting with paint for the last 3 days, so. No.
Freddy's kind of a moron.
I mean, you got plenty of time to paint it if you just prime today.
Yeah, you don't need to sleep. Hell, you work from home.
I know.
What? That's even worse. Like, you could totally fuck off work and just be like, oh yeah, I'm working, but actually be painting.
That's not what I was doing today at all.
Okay.
I never do that.
Okay.
Hey, Corey, did you start painting it yet?
What?
Did you start painting it yet?
I'm finishing up painting it, and I'm about to go to panel lining and decal.
Okay.
I'm just hand brushing details.
Yeah, I'm still going
What?
to weather mine.
Yeah, I'm really resisting the urge to weather. I promised myself this would be a clean build.
It's a Sinanju. It's supposed to be shiny and new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for matte coat because I didn't want to deal with that.
All right. Looks like George joined us, and he's working on a bear guy that he's not bringing to SCGMC.
What?
George is not making it out to. Is it me or we have no feed from George?
No, I don't see anything.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
there he
okay.
is.
Oh, he's
I see him.
working on an act guy.
Yeah. I moved it
With
the wrong
googly
way.
eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I, kind of in the spirit of this competition, which the theme this year, as I understand it, is definitely not build fighters, but rather bear guy. Nobody would possibly make that mistake. Yeah, so I just decided to try my hand at making my own version of the bear guy, and so like this is supposed to be like what if it like somehow fit into the mobile suit variation series. So playing around with the concept of like a bear guy, act guy.
So MSV act guy.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, like somehow Xeon made this machine that looked like a bear guy enough that somebody said, "Hey, let's paint eyes on it." But somehow they totally didn't mean to make it a bear guy or something.
The explanation is just tiring.
I know, right? Like who wastes time coming up with backstories for their builds? Like, what a bunch of nerds.
or we could work on the FZ. I don't know.
Yes.
You know what's hilarious is people remember. I mean, the people on the chat, they'll bring it up.
You know what, dude? Like I've been
That's a
out of
good thing, though.
circulation so long. Like I'm honestly like I'm kind of happy when people remember that I did something interesting and like whatever happened to that project. It's better than nothing. I dropped a polycap right now and I'm trying to hunt it down. So
while you hunt it down, keep talking. Sorry, George, I stepped on you.
Sure. I was thinking that I might elaborate on the story of my workroom and kind of where I'm at with that.
Cool. Let's hear about this because last time I heard it was flooded.
Yeah. God damn it, dude. Fuck that. All right. So yeah, like in March, there was like a power outage that lasted like 30 hours or something. And unfortunately, my space was both in a basement and in a basement that was very reliant on its sump pump. So yeah, like about 16 hours into this thing, I went down there. Like I just happened to go down there, and lights were out, and I'm like, huh. And I walked in and like slosh, ice cold water like up to my ankles. And I'm like, God damn it. And so, like several hours of panicking and freaking out and running down there and trying to get stuff out of the water and just like very miserable experience. And it destroyed various, it destroyed some kit decals, it destroyed some kit boxes, it destroyed my compressor, my UPS, it may have fucked up my computer, I'm not really sure. So anyway, like after I picked up the pieces, I kind of started working on relocating my workspace to the attic, and yeah, I know, like trading one set of problems for another. Well, like my feeling at that point was fuck basements, no more basements.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I know, right?
Tim works in the basement, don't you?
Say what?
Tim, your workshop's in the basement, right?
Yeah.
Well, all my workshops, well, not all my workshops, but, starting from my third workspace, whatever. Okay, the last couple of workspaces have been in basements. And mostly it's worked out okay, except that each one flooded once. And this one was enough to, like, really put me off of basements. So I started working on moving into the attic, and there were various problems because I had to reestablish accommodations for my spray booth, and clean up a bunch of crap and move things upstairs, and I was making headway. And also the attic was just full of junk too, so I had to clear it out. So it was ongoing for a while, and then we decided to move, and now I have a room that's not in the attic and not in the basement. It is smaller than the space that I had before, which is a little unfortunate, but I think that I'm going to make it work. And yeah, right now the main problem I'm dealing with, apart from just not being settled in and not having things set up yet, is that a bunch of stuff got moved over from a basement that got flooded, and so something smells. And
George needs to shower more often.
Well, yeah, that too. Right, but yeah, it's like the smell builds up after a couple days, and it gets to the point where it like makes me cough or just gives me headaches and shit. And so I don't know if it's mold or mildew or something, but
probably black mold.
Distinct possibility, but I still don't know where it's coming from. We recently considered the possibility that it's my work table itself, because it's like this cheap IKEA thing, and
that particle board.
Yeah, it's hollow inside, so
yeah, that sucks ass.
Hollow inside, so it probably soaked up water inside, which so it's a possibility, but we haven't determined that really is it yet.
Well, you have your new workspace. Looks good.
Yeah.
And you
Like
can
I
join in on our builds and make fun of each other as we're doing this.
That would be nice. I still don't have lights set up, so I kind of have a makeshift setup. But hey, I'll take it as it comes, I guess.
Our cameras do actually adjust for lighting conditions. So, I mean, I could turn off my... Well, never mind.
To some extent. I mean, you're still going to get a better picture if you have more light. But, before it was just like, last time when I said that I just couldn't do it, or not last time, the time before, and I said I just couldn't do it, like, I really couldn't do it. There was not enough light in this room. People wouldn't have seen a damn thing, no matter, like, how my camera adjusted the exposure and aperture. It just would have been crap.
It's like watching Freddy work.
Okay, bunch of crap.
Hey,
As we transition over to Freddy, since
people can see.
Freddy, are you set up yet?
What?
Are you set up yet?
Yeah. All right.
So what you got going on?
Everything is currently drying. Show you a little preview here. The bear guy. I have like a rust color base layer to it. I'm gonna add chipping fluid tomorrow, and then just chip the fuck out of it, and just really dirty it up once it's all done, hopefully. And right now I'm working on the base since I can't work on anything else.
Cool.
And it's just gonna be a simple base where I'm gonna use this crackle paste. Kind of get that cracked earth look to it, and then just paint that.
Sounds like it'll turn out pretty cool.
Yeah. We'll see how it turns out, though.
I'm sure it'll be great.
This is going to be my first time actually weathering and using that chipping fluid stuff.
Oh, great. So we're going to have a Kentucky Fried Mad Max kit.
No, doesn't look like chocolate this time.
Go over to Tim. Let's see here. So your base looked modular. Did you build it purposely to be modular?
Yeah, because I made it to fit in a carry-on. So yeah, well, hey man, it's these things you got to do, right? So the main arm comes off. It's all held together by threaded inserts and 1/4-20 screws, so big kind of beefy screws. And then this actual base is 15 by 15, and that splits apart like that. And then the two pieces are 9 inches wide, so they'll stack and fit perfectly in a carry-on.
How heavy is that?
It's pretty damn heavy.
I mean, I think carry-on, I'm like, I could kill someone with this.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So when you're planning a carry-on for going to California or New York, like, is that a different size than when you have to bring the carry-on to Japan or something?
No, because the carry-ons that I get are, basically TSA approved. I check the dimensions and everything, and I check inner dimensions, the whole nine. So I'm very, very particular about getting the right case for my project. So no, the case that I have right now is a hard case by a company called Nanook, and it's basically like a competitor of Pelican, but cheaper and just as good quality. So this thing actually fits really nice, and then all the arm segments and everything kind of stack perfectly as well, and they all kind of just combine together like Voltron to fit in this case, just like it was almost meant to be. So yeah, I do my homework before number one, before I build one of these things, and then number two, when I buy a case. So these things you got to do, man.
Very cool.
So that's where we are.
How far along are you on this base?
It's getting pretty close. Obviously, I mean, it's all laminated in plastic and everything. I got the back section here all built up, so that is pretty much just kind of holsters that back arm support really nicely. What I have to do next, realistically, is just kind of finish up the last details on the main base, and then just do some details on the back support, and then the top arm. So, and that's all. It's kind of all she wrote for the base. So, a few more days, and this should be good to go. And then all that's really left is, in terms of construction, is the parachutes. So, worked on this last night, and just kind of I got one of these little foam half balls from local craft store, and just took a rasp and just started shaping the thing. And let me turn it upside down. There we go. So you can kind of see the profile of it. So, it's kind of flat right here, but, still has, kind of nice rounded parachute shape. So I'm going to vacuum form this once it's done, and, hopefully make 3 or 4 of those and get the thing hung up, and it'll be good to go. So that's the plan anyway.
Very cool.
Yeah. So now that I've admitted that this won't be done in time for SCGMC, I'm just going to kind of take my time and do it right. So I figure I'll bring the hummingbird and the Aussie and all that good stuff. So
yeah, bring your trophy.
What, for other people to fondle?
So
take pictures. Take pictures with.
We have gags that we want to do.
Oh God.
It's visuals. Well, it's more. Freddy has dumb ideas.
What is it? What was the idea for that again?
Huh?
I don't remember what was the plan for that.
I don't remember anyways either. But I think the gist is we're just walking around and filming,
like me and Tim going around,
just being mean.
Yeah.
And talking to people, and as soon as they open their mouth, you drop the trophy.
Yeah. Oh, like the one commercial you guys did?
Yeah, except there's 2 of you guys doing this.
Well, and then I think we need to get somebody on there that just wants to take a picture with the trophies. Because I think that would be funny.
Yeah.
And quite apropos.
Can I take a picture, sir? And you stand next to him. No. Can you get out of the picture, please?
Yeah. I just want a picture with a trophy. I want to look like I won it myself, but fucking didn't.
No, you're not bitter.
Rub it in, why don't you?
Nah. There's just fucking posers out there that just like to manhandle other people's trophies and think they are gonna win, but that's cool. Whatever.
Let's not name names.
I'm not naming anybody.
Let's not give them any attention.
Nah, I'm not naming anybody. I don't even know who you guys are talking about. I'm just saying in general people,
Yes.
Subtle.
Oh, you're best buds too.
Not exactly. I'll tell you guys about that I'll tell you guys about that when I get out there on Friday night.
Well,
we know what it's.
We know.
Oh, that's a story to tell. Holy shit.
Now that people are chomping at the bit now. So let's go back to Angel. Let's see what he's doing. He's sitting there playing on his phone, answering.
I'm actually emailing you guys this file I found on this computer. It's a fucking gem. It was from last year. Yeah, check it out.
Oh, god damn it. All right. Nothing good can come from this. All right, let's go back to.
I'm just wondering who wrote this. I don't like which one of our wives or friends wrote this.
All right. Going back to Corey. So, is that the display base you're using, Corey?
Yeah, it's not finished. That's why that's the next thing I'm going to work on, is going to add some plot plate to it. I don't even know if you guys can see that on the camera.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Corey's very secretive about his works, so I like having him on here so we could grill him on stuff.
What do you mean I'm secretive?
Well, probably because we don't get to talk much.
Probably. I just have 1,012 projects, so it's hard to.
Huh?
I just have 1,012 projects that I post a lot on social media, so it's probably hard to tell which one I'm working on.
So you're just working on all of them at the same time?
Pretty much. I have a box full of bear guys that was supposed to get done for this contest. And by a box, I mean there's at least 6 of them in there.
Like full-size bear guys?
No, petites. I have never built a full-size bear guy before. I only built the petites.
There's a joke somewhere there.
Exactly. I throw the softballs out there, and if you don't hit them...
If you guys want to see, these are all the petite guys I had plans on for this year.
Give me a second. Let me present you.
And how many did I finish? 2 if I'm lucky.
And it's like a serial killer's collection of body parts in there.
Well,
Pretty much, yeah.
we won't ask him why his box smells like bleach.
All right, I'm going to go get my box just for the fun of it, and I should also work on some of them.
That's not what you call your girlfriend. That's fucked up.
Huh?
He's not here. You guys missed. You guys didn't get it. Never
No,
mind.
I got it.
Thank you, George.
I chose to ignore it.
You don't need to explain the intricacies of your box equals girlfriend joked. I got it. Thanks, Clem.
I didn't have to explain that. Interesting. I wasn't going to explain it either. I'm actually trying to work on stuff, so let's go back to me. Maybe I can explain some stuff. God damn it. Stupid thing doesn't want to. There we go. All right. So back to resin figure kit. What I had done a few days ago is I did something to it. Yeah, I gloss coated it. No, actually, I panel lined or did a wash of sorts. So you can see on this guy, he has a little bit of a wash, as I show you in from different camera angles. So he has a bit of a wash to bring up some of the details. But since I'm using enamels, I need to protect that layer first before I go in with my next layer. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to do a filter of sorts. So I have 3 colors here, and these are all enamels and basic earth tones that I'm just going to add to this and kind of change up the tone a little bit. So,
Hey, Clem, what's a filter?
I don't know what a filter is. It's a term that tank maulers use. So what it's basically
I was putting up a softball there for you, Mark McGuire. Let's go. Come on.
I'm trying to work, goddammit. Well, basically it changes the tone. So this is a basic weathering technique. So it gives you a tonal difference. So there's something called a fade, and there's something called a filter. So they're kind of the similar thing. I'm probably wrong because I haven't talked about this in a while, but a fade is done with multiple colors. A filter is done with one color. So if you're working on a kit and you want to create some rain streaks, right? You would do kind of a filter which will give you kind of those streaks, and you have slight tonal differences because the effect is very, very subtle, especially if you're using this kind of technique. So it's a pretty cool thing to do. You really should take a before and after because it's very, very subtle. So I'm using enamel paints, and I'm using lighter fluid as my thinner because this stuff is like $6 for a giant bottle of this stuff. And plus, if I light a match, things go boom.
So what kind of surface do you put on the model before you do that stuff?
You mean what kind of gloss I'm not using?
Yeah, like what kind of gloss, how much of it, that sort of thing.
I'm usually spraying pretty generous amount of gloss. I do several coats of lacquer-based gloss because the way this technique really works is the same way as a panel line technique or a wash technique. You're using the properties of the paint to kind of work against or on top of one another, right? So oil-based paints aren't going to mix with lacquers, and they won't mix with acrylics. So as long as the stuff is fairly cured up, you can do all sorts of cool effects with layers on top of one another doing this. So what I'm doing is I'm just giving this guy kind of some measles and just dotting this up with the different colors I have. This will make more sense as I go along. Hey, someone's computer just updated. So that's my second color I use. And there's no real rhyme or reason to this. Sometimes if you're working on a tank kit, or even if you're weathering a gunpla kit, you want to pay attention to directionality that you're putting these dots, location. I mean, you're gonna weather under the crotch. It's gonna be kind of weird. Why are you weathering under the crotch? Because fairly protected area. You won't see much action if you're a giant robot, unless it's Mazinger. Then you see all sorts of giant robot boobies, missiles.
Okay, what did I miss that you're talking about crotches?
What? No, we're not.
Okay, you say so.
Crotch not seeing a lot of action. That is what we were talking about.
Oh, Gundam crotches. Not seeing a lot of action.
Yeah, Gundam crotches.
That's what that's where I was going on with this.
Yeah, Gundam, sure. Okay.
So now that I'm done with this process, I'm gonna clean my brush off. Let's see here. I have a handy dandy brush cleaner. I'm gonna kind of make sure that's nice and clean, so it doesn't ruin my brushes. I'm also going to clean up this bit of paint here because I don't need it anymore. Once it dries, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get out of here. So with that, oh, Phil's screaming glaze. I'm not working on pottery here, Phil. But yeah, the idea is kind of similar. It's a glaze.
So it is a glaze.
So you're working with a layer on top of another layer. So, right? So next up, I brought out a couple of ratty brushes that create different effects when you're using it against here. As I say, against twice. That was weird. I'm going to put this one away first so I could have a better workspace. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe away most of this enamel. So I'm just going to take my brush, oops, and spill it all over here. Now, if you've protected this decently, your paint is going to be protected and you're not going to harm it. Now, if you haven't protected this decently, oh, you're going to have a fun little mess. And hopefully I've protected this decently enough. Now, you're going to look at this and it's going to look like I wiped off almost all of it, which that's the idea, is I want to wipe off almost all of this. But what you don't see is once this dries, there's a light, very light layer of the paint that stays on here that will give you that glazed, filter, faded effect. Let's see how I see what I did there. I use all three names because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I noticed you didn't prefix any of them with Clem, though.
No, I didn't, because it's not called for that in this application.
Clem glazing.
Screw you, George, and your goddamn Red Sox.
Oh, honestly, they're not my Red Sox. I mean, I don't think badly of them. Just I kind of lost interest.
What? After not winning for 80 some odd years, and they're winners now, you can't take it.
All right, so no, well, I mean, basically, kind of. I mean, okay, so like the 04 season, that was the first one that they won in like forever. I was into it then, and we were going to games, and it was a good time. Then they won, and that was pretty wild. Like the city just lit up, people were screaming, it was fun, and one poor woman got shot in the face with a pepper ball and died, and that's really unfortunate that happened. But anyway, so that was great. Apart from the unfortunate death that resulted from police trying to break up people excited about a baseball game. But after that, it's just like it got harder to see games. I think prices went up, and just
because they're winners now.
Yeah, I wasn't really into it for like the Red Sox is kind of what I decided ultimately. Like, I was just as happy going to a minor league game and having a more relaxed atmosphere. Being able to obtain tickets and not spend like hundreds of dollars on them, and just have a good time that way. So I don't know. It's just like I don't identify strongly with them, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, they won again. Good for them.
Oh, they beat the Dodgers, and Dodgers choked. So some of the LA fans are bitter.
That's rough.
No, it's funny. One of the Dodger players, Puig, he lived a block away from me, and Tina was taking Walter on a walk, and all she heard was him yelling and punching his punching bag.
Angry.
That was like the day after.
Yeah, of course. So let's go back to this. Now that this is done, you can see a slight tonal variance here, hopefully, as I fill this off a little bit. And it's more evident when you see it live, I guess. But I'll take a picture of this, and you'll have a before and after, and you'll see a pretty significant difference here in this piece. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up the next one while I send it off to George now to talk about his MSV Bear Thing Act Guy.
Bear Thing Act Guy?
Yes. That's what I'm calling it.
It's the official title.
Yes. That's how these things work. We name things here, like that douchebag and stuff like that. Right, Freddie?
Yes. Clem glazing.
So did you name my act guy something and I missed it?
No, we didn't.
Okay. Well, I guess I missed what you were saying because I was wrapped up in what I'm doing. Yeah, so took it apart, sanding everything. I'm still pretty early on in this project, so haven't done seam lines on it yet. So getting started on that. And he's got eyeballs. His eyeballs can shoot people.
You know, I would hope that those eyeballs jiggle.
No, they're just painted on.
Aw. It'd be cool if you put on, like, you know, jiggly eyes.
It's the machine guns. So,
yeah. It's never too late to add googly eyes to it.
Well, that could be fun, but
like
I think not for this project. But yeah, I'm thinking like I'd kind of like to do box art for this, like MSV style box art. I don't know if I can pull that off, but I don't know, it might be fun to give it a try.
Photoshop is your friend for that one.
Yes.
Well, you know, honestly, like when it comes to something like that, emulating the style of like art that was done 40 years ago in traditional media, like I might actually be better off working with like traditional media. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really.
It's faster in Photoshop.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I'm just saying that I don't have those kinds of skills in Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
I'm closer to having those kinds of skills in like physical media. I could maybe pull it off.
Yeah, then it's faster that way.
I don't know though. I'll think about it and see what I come up with though.
All right. As he continues sanding, did we lose Tim?
You mean 2018 Southern California Gundam Model Competition a guest of honor, Tim?
2018.
I guess he stepped away.
Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, no, I'm still here. I'm looking for a cord because my headset's about to die. So.
All right, let's go back to Fredo.
Okay,
So,
I'm at the desk right now.
You're not at your desk?
I'm looking for a cable.
Okay. Apparently everyone's looking for... Let's see if Angel's looking for a cable. No, I see the top of his head. How far along are you, Angel?
I found a cable.
What kind of cable?
Power cable.
Maybe I have one.
Nah, yeah, I'm just finishing up. I'm just making sure all these machines can log into the same account so that we can do our judging sheet.
Cool.
Nice.
They're all applying updates, so I'm just
Angel.
Yeah.
I also printed out copies of our judging sheet so that people could fill out the forms a lot easier.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys talked about your use of tech at the show last time, and you know, I do enjoy like how you do all that, especially this stuff with the projector when you're giving awards. Like other model shows, like they announce the awards and I have no idea what won. Like I can't remember what it was, or I didn't see it or something.
It's actually cool because we tend to rip off any model show we see that does something cool, and then people start copying us, which is pretty cool.
We're gonna actually live stream the panel this year.
Yeah, well, live streaming is a whole different. You know, that's something that none of those other modelers really do. Just because they're older.
I'll have to try to catch it if I can. You know, I wish I could be there with you this year, but
you just moved this year, right?
Yeah, and I haven't had a workshop for most of the year, so yeah, it
Lots of people
really
come
didn't work out this time. What's that?
Lots of people come to the show and never build anything. They just show up at the build or at the show.
But you know, also
family fun event.
It's true. And I had a family fun time trying to wrangle my daughter when she was there last year.
She had a buddy. She made a friend.
I know. I felt sort of bad about the whole raffle thing, though.
Nah, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Well, you know, that other kid was very nice to be so generous, and I just feel like that generosity was sort of taken advantage of. Oh well, kids will be kids, I suppose.
All right, I'm going to present myself again. Tim's back.
Yep.
So let's see here. Now that I've done this filter wash glaze, you can see that this looks a little dirtier than before. It didn't have that clean look earlier. And once I flat coat this or give it another clear coat, that will really bring out some of those details, because right now it's still drying. So once this completely dries, there's a whole level of subtle nuances to the paint that come out with this technique. And I will let this sit and dry for a good couple of days while I go off and work in Minnesota. And right now, I will return to my Veritech fighter.
Yeah, don't say that.
The Robotech Veritech.
Yeah, my Robotech Veritech. So,
Ah!
I know this will get George.
Yes.
Oh crap! That's not
I will scream quietly for effect and scream loudly inside as my soul is continuously crushed.
That's what we like to hear.
Do
This
love
is-
some Robotech.
Ouch.
Okay, so what I did with a lot of these pieces is I glued in magnets like a mother effer. So in an effort to not glue my fingers together, so there's magnets everywhere for this thing. So this is the main body. Let's see, hopefully this screen will show up nicely. There we go. So, you know, the lower half of the body connects here. There's a neck piece. That's this. And this all held together via magnets. Magnets in the head, snap it together. I haven't gotten around to magnetizing the legs, but I figured since most of the weight of this kit is going to be, you know, balanced on these two, I'm going to just glue those together. So backpack actually has a magnet too, so that snaps in right there. Actually, there's another bit to the backpack. There's the tail wings. Next up. And this is a recast. It's not too bad. I mean, I've had worse recasts, but it's not the greatest. And sometimes originals are just as crappy as recasts, just because there's really no quality control when it comes to producing these kits. So that goes together like that. Leg just fell apart. Now, this does come with the option of having the wings spread out, which I don't see a reason why, because usually when it's in this mode, the wings are set together.
Right.
So
that's probably an option that they included because it's used in some of the other versions. Like the Super, I think, comes with missiles and stuff to put on.
Yep, fair enough. Yeah. This is made by a company called Metal Box, and they did a whole set of these Macross. You're welcome, George. These Macross.
Your thanks is that I did not scream in pain.
these Macross kits. So the officer's pod was actually from this series as well. So I'm just gonna kind of quickly assemble everything together. The magnets in the little head pod also help to make this so that it swivels, because in the anime, these things swivel and reposition themselves like so. So there's a little bit of modularity in this. So I did have some polarity positioning for some of the pieces. It's just so I don't. There's a little bit of directionality here. It comes with a closed fist or an open hand. I'm probably going to use the open hand just because I like the way the open hand looks. And then the gun hand. Oops. And everything falls apart. So this is pretty much the whole pinning process that I did here.
It's pretty impressive how it just flies apart violently like that now that it has the magnets.
Yes. Well, it's
like if it's going to fall apart, it's going to be serious about it.
Yes. Well, I mean, the magnets really just hold it together while I build and assemble it. And then eventually I'm just going to glue the whole damn thing together anyways. Except for some major subsections, it will probably be mostly just held together by glue. Because, I mean, it's a small little SD kit. I mean, check that out.
So when you do that, when you initially use magnets and then later you bond it, do you also pin it in this case, or would you just like epoxy it or glue it or something?
No,
since it's a little one.
So good question actually. I use a lot of magnets lately because it's like these are not load-bearing pieces. So the problem with pinning some of these kits is you have a misalignment of the pins, right? So that your fit is slightly off. The great thing about the magnets is there's a little bit of give and it still holds it together so that you could set it in place and then glue it. Most of the resin kits are glued. So magnets, for the most part, have taken a great deal of the pinning process for me. Some of the figure kits I still pin because I'll just pin through the parts just to make sure I have a perfect alignment, and then putty the drilled through piece later on. But for something like this, because I want some amount of mobility, like I want to be able to move that arm a little bit, maybe move the head, cannons. So those will stay, unglued, but the magnets will hold it fairly well in place. So that's pretty much. I spent the last 2 days soaking this kit in brake fluid. Well, actually, industrial strength cleaner fluid. So that cleans off the kit because there's mold release, and then I could get to actually working on this kit, sanding it, and get around to priming it. What I'm going to work on now is filling and sanding this piece down and reshaping it so it looks closer to the actual visor than this, Frankenstein mesh of glued plastic pieces together.
Well, hey,
so that's.
Sorry.
Go
I was
ahead.
going to say, for like a relatively quick piece of work, I like what you did with the visor. Project seems like it's coming together pretty well.
Yeah, I looked up reference pictures to this thing, and I saw a toy that had like some detail inside the visor, and I thought to myself that let me bring up the other visor piece. I mean, this was real. I mean, I slept on it for a night and thought I really don't like just having this piece of plain resin.
I hear you there. I mean, like you could do stuff with it with paint, but I mean, Yeah, I hear you. Like, I really think that when things bug you like that, it's best to just deal with them. You know, I know you were talking about advanced modeler syndrome and all that, and how it leads to a bunch of extra work, and you know, I mean, but for me, like, I don't know, like I feel like it's more fun to follow that stuff.
Yeah, some of this work is actually kind of fun to do. I mean, I enjoyed building the crap out of it. I mean, we could ask Tim. Tim does a lot of scratch building. That's probably one of the more enjoyable parts of the build is the scratch building bit, right, Tim?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's, you know, what's that?
No, go on.
No, I mean, it's like, you know, it's a challenge, number one, to kind of build what you have in your mind. And then number two, it takes, you know, artistry, it takes engineering, because you have to figure out how things go together. You know, especially if the parts that you're scratch building or modifying move, you know, and then obviously, you know, things like this, you have to figure out how the hell you're going to get a 15-inch base into a damn carry-on that, you know, can only fit something that's 11 inches wide. So, you know, all of those things combined, you know, are parts of scratch building, you know. Hey, man, you know, it's a common problem.
You said something about not being able to fit something 15 inches wide. It's impressive.
Well, you know, girthy, you know. What can I say?
Well, I mean, you know, we've been going down this road for a while, so there hasn't been some kind of dirty outburst in a while.
Girthy. Just the name, or just the word, girthy. It's a good word.
A word.
It's a great word.
It feels like one of those words that would just like bother some people, like the way some people are bothered by the word moist.
Oh, I love the word moist. Cake is moist.
Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't you, Clem?
She spread her legs, and it was kind of a moist day.
Jesus.
What? It's a humid day.
Yeah, I don't understand the people that don't like words like that. It's just what don't people like about words? That just seems weird to me. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Anybody have an opinion on that?
Well, I mean, words have meanings, and meanings have associations. We think of something when we hear a word, and sometimes you don't like it.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Oh, I get
it. Words hurt, okay?
Well, I mean, obviously words carry weight, you know, but still, like, the whole moist thing is just like bullshit to me. I don't know why.
It is.
Same reason why people don't like looking at holes.
It's like there are better words that you can hate in the English language than fucking moist. Like, get over yourself, you pretentious twat.
I love my friends that hate the word moist.
Why?
Makes me happy to say it all the more often.
I don't like moist. I don't get it. Anyway, here's my base. It's girthy. It's 15 inches wide, ladies and gentlemen. It's girthy.
So it comes apart, right? Like on that line?
Yeah. Just like that.
Okay. So like what's all right, so is there going to be some sort of insert in the middle that covers that up? I'm just curious about like what the decor is going to be like.
It looks like there's a line that perfectly lines up.
Yeah, this line right here will be covered. So basically what's going to happen with this is I hid the seam around the edges with, you know, these detail pieces, you know, front and back, right? But in the middle, so let's see, the base, the arm right here is going to go like that. And then the field is going to be covered. What I'm going to have my wife do is print out a picture for me of the ground, and I'm going to put like a circular blur to it, like looks like it's falling. And that's going to be on the field, and then that's going to be covered by a piece of plexi cut to fit and everything like that. So that will cover the seam line completely, and it'll give a nice look, kind of hopefully, an effect to it to make it seem like it's actually dropping. So that's the plan anyway. I don't know if it's going to work, but what I have pictured in my mind should be okay. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Shit.
Sounds like a cool idea.
Yeah, it is what it is. I've never seen anything like it before, I mean, deployed parachute models themselves are a rare breed, so I've never seen one in terms of Gunpla before, You see the parachute packs and all that, but you don't see actually deployed parachutes
Right, yeah.
in any way, shape, or form. So,
You ever seen my value?
huh?
You ever seen my value, whatever, for the reentry?
What are you talking about?
I did a Marisai inside of that big parachute thing that they use for reentry.
Oh, the balut?
Balut, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's
Isn't
a
the
little
balloon
different.
kind of Filipino roast egg thingy?
Like that fermented egg, hard-boiled egg or something.
It's the egg with the kind of preborn or half-born chick.
The embryo chick,
Yeah.
Ugh, huh. Bleh.
Elite.
Ugh.
I think about that.
So that's what the Hyzak carries when it re-enters?
Yeah.
Yes,
like
a bunch of them.
chick.
Onboard chicken?
Yeah. It's the perfect padding. And then after re-entry, then you have a nice bit of fried chicken. So there you go. Not only do you get re-entry, you also get dinner. It's a win-win.
I'd say so. When do you fly in, Tim?
What's that?
When do you fly
When
in?
do I fly in? Friday.
What time do you get in?
I want to say like 5.
Orange County?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll wait
So,
for
and
dinner then.
Yeah. I'll be.
You can watch us eat.
Yeah. I'll watch you eat some balutes. How about that?
Yeah, that's right. You know what? We could take you somewhere where we get that.
Not to a Filipino restaurant where that serves balutes. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And I'll make sure to bring actual money this time.
What? No.
Yeah, right.
What, did you have Monopoly dollars last time?
No, dude, it's so funny. Like, I was such a bum the first time I came out. Like,
First time?
it was that time George and I stayed with you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
Bombs.
Yeah. Oh, I was such a bum though. Like, we went out to eat and I forgot my wallet, so Clem had to pay for me. And then, he had to take me back to the airport the day that I was leaving, and we went out to have lunch, and the place where he took us only took cash, and all I had were credit cards, so he had to pay for me again. I just felt like a bum, but I hooked him up. I hooked him up after. It was a nice. It
was a nice reach around, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it felt good. I mean, what can I say?
I'm not gonna complain.
It was nice.
Very nice.
Hey, big boy. Me love you long time.
Just like catch up with the. Oh, Phil's volunteering to pick up all the winners and run around the hall screaming first place.
That's not pretentious at all.
No, he'll pick up the winners.
Oh, okay. I
Carry
get
them
it.
around.
Like pick up, like physically pick up?
Yeah.
Like I just won the Final Four or something?
Has he not seen some of the people that show up at our our show?
I know. Bring a weight belt. Shit.
No, bring a forklift.
Oh yes.
That's bad. I need to stop while I'm
Why?
sort of ahead. No, because we're moving towards the kindler, gentler PC. Those Gundam guys, right?
Why?
When did this happen?
Yeah, right.
Happened when you guys weren't paying attention. All right, Freddie, you back at your desk? You done finding your wire?
Yeah.
All right, your turn to
Wiring
talk. Guys.
some LEDs.
Actually, George, talk to him.
It's basically.
Right, what you got going on? I'll just interrupt every time. I'll just interrupt every time you're going to talk. Good plan, right?
Okay.
Yes, this is how this works.
So, yeah, I have a very limited amount of time. I have to basically finish this by Thursday night.
Good luck with that.
So I keep adding stuff to it. So I'm gonna add LEDs to it.
See, Tim felt that he wasn't going to finish, so he relaxed and said, "Hey, I'm not going to finish."
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, see, it sounds like you're in.
Hint, hint.
No, sounds like you're on the right track. I mean, if you're adding stuff, that must mean that you're getting closer to being done. So you should be able to have it done no problem.
Oh, this is gonna come down right to the wire, like tradition
Huh.
for SCGMC. Every year I've entered something, I basically finished an entry the night before.
Sounds like George, actually.
No, I mean, it's not like me because he finished them the night before.
Wow.
I remember one time George was over and he was working on his kit and he gave up because he couldn't finish it.
Yeah. The night before.
God damn it.
I remember that. He was up. It was that time we both stayed with you, and he was up like 2, 3 in the morning the night before.
That's kind of par for the course with me.
Oh.
2, 3 in the morning. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it was an ill-advised effort. What can I say?
I was in my room sleeping like a baby.
So, the day before Anime Expo, I was working on that Haro Cannon until 4 a.m.
Nice.
Sounds about right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Just like stroking it and stuff.
Yes.
Yes, polishing it, make sure it's all nice and shiny.
Angel's done that more than a couple of times, right, Angel?
Staying up almost all night, yeah. Hopefully I don't do that this Friday.
What, stay up all night drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a definite.
No, that's not.
Margarita machine, guys.
Wife's in the room. That's not going to happen.
Say what now?
I'm like one of the people that have to actually be on.
Be on what?
Be on my job.
Oh.
So do I.
Yeah.
That's why I'm taking Thursday and Friday off.
I got Friday.
Is it really taking it off when you work from home?
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually is.
Because if they bug me, I don't have to answer.
Like, I work from home too, and it's a pain in the ass sometimes. So, I can relate.
Yeah, see?
My boss keeps reiterating that it's working remotely. I'm not working from home.
Yeah, that's fair.
So if you're working remotely at home,
I'm still working remotely.
Semantics.
So, yeah, seems like semantics.
Well, it's an HR thing.
Seems like a bunch of bullshit.
It is a bunch of bullshit. Welcome to the fun world we live in.
Yeah, right.
Got a little bit of stuff. So another lesson for some of you guys out there that may be new to our broadcast. How many of you guys have ever worked with light curing putty?
Light curing putty?
Yes.
I've seen you work with it.
I absolutely love this stuff.
Why do you love it?
Speed. I can work fast. So in the time that we were chatting, I've already puttied and sanded 2 sides of this thing. And ready for a little bit of primer to see where I need to continue fixing this. Now, if I were using a standard, to me, epoxy plate like this stuff, which is what's on my hand, I did earlier, and I applied this before we started the broadcast, and it's still tacky. This is going to have to sit for another couple hours overnight before I could get to sanding this. That is why I love this stuff. And if you have dentist friends, you could probably get it cheaply from your dentist because it's kind of the same stuff. The only problem is you have to work in lower light conditions. So you can see that I turn off my light.
Where applicable.
Say that again?
I said turn down your lights where applicable.
Unless you're George, where you're just working in the dark, period.
I feel like I'm frequently in the dark.
Hey, Glenn,
There's a doctor you can see about that. What's up?
do you have a keyboard mouse? Extra?
Plug-in or
Plug-in, wireless, whatever. We just need to bring it.
I could take some from work. As I
Alright.
over the broadcast, and my wife's sitting there shaking her head.
Yeah, good job.
What?
So I'll just steal some from the office. No big deal.
I don't have.
I just need one more set.
It's not stealing. He gets away with it.
No, it's called borrowing because I will return it. These guys. But yeah, one more set?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you still call it borrowing if you're just planning to return it, but you don't actually get around to it?
No, that's just called forgetting.
Or what if you just think about it? Maybe I'll return it.
You're the reason they have late fees.
Yeah, I think it's called premeditated. I think there has to be a motive here to call it manslaughter versus murder.
I didn't take his life, I merely borrowed it.
Exactly. I plan to give it back. So I just applied this stuff here. Now I'm just gonna have a little handy dandy holder, and I have a UV light set that's done for nails. I picked up at the local nail supply store, and this is not turning on. So you see the nice blue light turns on, purple actually. And I could turn this back on and flash everyone. And in a couple of minutes, this usually has a timer for about a minute. This will be cured and I could sand with this stuff. It's awesome. Amazing stuff to work with.
If you can get it.
You could get it, right? Amazon has it.
Hobby shops I've been to.
Fly to Asia. They sell it there all over the place.
Yeah, let me fly over there just for putty.
Well, you fly over there to see the giant, unicorn, right?
We'll see.
But the idea here is that this will cure up pretty quickly, and I could go on to sanding, and this allows me to work considerably faster. This is really great. This stuff sticks really well to resin. To plastic, it's not that great. As long as you sand the plastic a little bit, so you have a rough edge for the plate to stick to grip to, you're pretty good. So you see that, in the time we've talked a little bit, this is completely solid. I'm just going to wipe off some residuals, and I can go ahead and start sanding this down. And you can see it's very sandable. It's very similar to resin, which is why it sticks really well to resin. It's got very similar properties. It's almost softer than resin a little bit, so you don't really have to sand too much to get rid of this.
I feel like the giant unicorn must have been a disappointment for everybody.
Why?
Okay,
Well,
this is a setup.
Yeah, setup. Okay, well, because see, all these Gundam fans, they travel to Japan and they're all excited to see new stuff from Bandai, and they get there and they're like, oh man, it's another unicorn.
Ba-dum-bum!
I saw this as soon as he opened his goddamn mouth.
I know, right? I'm so predictable.
I like that you got Tim, though.
I was feeding into it, you dumbass.
You are not a nice group of people. You guys aren't nice at all.
You're goddamn right we're not nice.
I'll take my toys and go home.
Wait,
Screw you guys.
I don't feel like you should be talking to that way to the 2018 Southern California Gundam Model Competition. Guest of honor,
Yeah,
Tim
right.
Harkins.
Get some.
I feel like you need to show your guest of honor some respect and all.
Right?
Or guests of honor. Or guest
Bow
of
down,
honor.
bitch.
There's just one.
Maybe next year we'll have two.
You can blame 8-Bit Tom for all this.
Yes.
We're gonna honor Tim, all right.
Next year will be an honorary Tim.
Nice. I like it. Oh, look, it's me. It's me again.
So you see that how well that sands, and slowly filling in some of these areas. And I can check the fit against here to see. As I throw the thing on the floor.
Whoops.
Well, how things get found.
God damn it.
All this talk about people wanting to take pictures with trophies and stuff kind of makes me think I should get a mega-sized Gundam and take the top piece of it and paint it gold and put it on that tapered base.
Oh, you totally should.
Make a counterfeit statue, see if people get all excited and want to take pictures with it. What year did you
absolutely
win?
should.
2008? Something.
I think you absolutely should. I think that's
Yes.
a winner of an idea.
Yeah, if people know their stuff, they'll be able to spot it. But
Speaking of which, how is that special project of yours going, Tim? Is it put away, or are you still kind of
Yeah, it's kind of put away right now.
I figured as much.
Yeah, I get sidetracked with things.
Ideas come and go. But
Yeah.
Good idea.
Well, I was hyped on it for a while, and then it's just like, all right, this just isn't really that fun. So I just said, screw it, I'm going to move on to something else.
Is it this pardon?
Which is why your backlog keeps growing sometimes.
Sort of, yeah.
Tired and burnt out on something.
No, it's just, you know, like, so I started the Spartan, right? And I was really gung-ho on that. And then it just kind of got into a real slog because I got stuck on the legs. And it was just like, I don't know. I was just like, I don't want to work on this right now. So then I started the Jesta. And I just went like, you know, I wanted the focus on the Jesta to be super simple. Like, just simple details. And that's what I think I accomplished on the core model itself. Just on the core model. And then, you know, I did, you know, the backpack and all that good stuff. But you know, I have to be really into a project to, you know, see it through to start to finish. So
Totally agree. You know, I started the Death Project, you know, earlier this year, and as soon as the ideas for the stupid bear guy came about, I mean, I was a good 80%, 85%, 90% done with it, and that all went to shit.
oh, you know what I should do?
Sat there and collected dust. What?
Really piss people off? I should bring my daughter's bear guy back out again and enter it as my own.
Yes, because technically you did build it.
Yeah, right.
Do it.
No one's gonna remember shit like that.
Huh?
No one remembers shit like that.
No, but I think we would, and I think it would be funny amongst us. So that's all that really matters.
Make sure you enter it in the juniors.
Yeah, right.
You're
How
entering
old is
5
this
bucks.
kid? Oh, he's 40. He's very slow, so mentally he's 7.
Are you 40 already?
Yeah, dude.
God damn it!
What?
You kids growing up, man.
I can't what?
You kids fucking growing up.
Yeah, well.
It feels old.
Do we have someone join us?
Yeah,
Hey, Tex.
not reluctantly.
Did Freddie make you?
Defeatedly.
It sounded reluctant.
It is very reluctant. Look at
Yeah.
her.
No.
I'm
If I look
hurt.
like that, I'd be reluctant too.
Yeah. I should sue my doctor.
How goes the talkies?
Not very tall.
All right, let's go. Let's see here. Where is Dummy? I mean, where's she?
There's nothing going on yet. I have a lot of pain. I did most of my pre-shading for my whites and my blues, but I fucked up royally on the legs with newbie, rattle can, primer, and I'm paying for it right now. So we'll see.
You know, with the rattle can primer, you should heat it up in a tub of hot water.
I didn't do that.
Oh, and it's kind of cold. I don't know how cold is it in SD. So
It's not super cold. I didn't shake it for long enough, so when it came out of the can and landed on my pieces, it looked like ash, and it's stuck that way.
Ooh.
so it's like when Freddy spackles you. I mean, stuff.
Whoa.
I mean, that's what he does, not Freddy. He doesn't have enough money in the world, but yeah.
When Freddy spackles Walter.
No.
It's
Leave the dog out of it.
the entire leg are
all the time.
70% isopropyl right now and soaking, and I'll scrub them off in the morning. I don't want to deal with it.
Should have used 91.
Man, all I had was 70. I wasn't going to go to the store.
Man, cutting corners. I'm disappointed.
No, I had to use it when I was living by myself and had significantly less money to spend.
I don't understand why you guys don't use 100%. I mean, we should be working towards 100%.
Because at that point, I would just drink it. Like it's wasted elsewhere.
It's wood alcohol.
But it's all right. I've got the rest of it. I primed the backpack. It's fine. I can
Pictures or it didn't happen.
I'll put the group. It's not great.
As soon as she puts it up, I'm gonna screen
Just
something else.
let me have it. Yeah.
Someone else is going to present. We haven't bothered Corey in a while, so while she's getting ready...
I can show something real quick.
Uh-oh.
No, too late. I went to Corey. Too late.
Okay. Well, I brought out all the bear guys to remind me of all the things that I need to work on too. So I have like
so that's taken over, and you're starting to work on those other things now, aren't you?
while I'm waiting for like certain paints to dry so I can work on another part of it. I multitask.
All right, Corey, you have 3 days left. You have to finish all 4 of those.
Yeah, the content needs to be finished.
Oh, the Conti's gonna be finished. That one's 100% going to be. The wooden bear is pretty much done. I just need to do his other limbs and figure out a way to either attach his head or make a base or something. The fountain bear was working all the way up into the point where the hose got a clog and blew the motor, and so yeah, that may or may not make it.
Blew the motor. She needed the money. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's
no Dice Clay fans. God damn it, you guys.
Sorry, remember?
Little past her time.
But
I chuckled a little bit.
Conti bear is definitely getting done, and I'm also bringing the Van Goof bear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's over there. I forgot. I need to finish all the little sunflowers on the Van Goof bear too. Oh crap.
Yeah, good luck with that, man.
I'm using shoot. What are those?
Are you using the same ones that I got? The Sona and Bloomin'? The train
No,
ones?
I'm using not eye pins, but head pins for like jewelry.
Oh, the bigger ones. Okay.
The ones with that look like little tiny nails.
Yeah.
I'm bending it and then just basically blobbing some brown paint on it and some really thick yellow craft paint on it to make petals. And it makes a really tiny flower.
Probably costs a lot less than what I did. Smart.
Yeah, but it's a smaller scale than what you did because I needed mine to match the bear guy scale.
Yeah, I think my flower's like 182.
Yeah.
You went and bought modeling flowers?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I had other people glue them.
Someone has money to blow.
I'll be right back. I'll grab it.
It
If I can jungle
Speaking
gym
of-
over all the wires.
I've already.
All right, we're going to Freddie because Freddie wants to show. Freddie wants to show us his thing.
Yeah, so
Hold on, Freddie. Oh God, this stupid thing! I can't switch.
Show us your thing, Freddie.
I wish if I
more of something weird that happened. Okay, so apparently some of these paints have actual metal in them. So I have a magnet in the back of this hood here that holds it to the model.
Oh shit!
And as I was spraying it, it formed a little ring around where the magnet is on the other side.
So what was the
It's
paint?
amazing.
This is a Vallejo chocolate brown.
Chocolate brown.
So just the brown paint had enough metal to react to the magnet?
Yeah.
Weird.
Wow.
So it made a little circle impression there.
Iron
The more I sprayed, the more that circle kind of grew brighter, basically.
The things we learned.
Do 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 do.
See,
So there's a
you're not-
little flower.
Hold on.
If I'll focus.
Hold up, Corey. If I can get this thing to work.
Oh, it's so tiny.
If it will even focus.
Oh, I see it.
Oh yeah! Holy
Oh.
crap, that's awesome.
How many are you gonna make?
That's a good question.
A whole field.
I originally had 180. No pressure.
No, I'm probably going to be doing maybe 25 or so. Just get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not everything's exactly like yours. It's just kind of, I did things so it gets the idea across.
That you're ripping off someone else's idea.
I'm not entering it. I'm just placing it next to hers, and it's also going to be a gift to her.
Well, might as well
What?
enter it.
I didn't know that part.
That's.
What else am I gonna do with it?
The surprise.
I don't know. Put it next to the Van Gogh one.
Oh, that's my sister's. Yeah.
Aw.
She's supposed to take it to her house at some point.
Aw. Thank you.
Welcome.
Wow, this has gotten really sappy all of a sudden.
Yeah, I wasn't,
Right.
I wasn't ready for that. Sorry.
She's tearing up and crying. Way to go, Corey.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm tearing up and crying, but I promise you it's not over the bear.
She ran out of alcohol.
Yeah. I have an actual problem.
All right, Angel looks like he's painting.
You know, now that you mentioned it, I ran out of alcohol too.
I hear there's gonna be plenty on Friday, Saturday.
No, there's gonna be.
I mean, there's gonna be none, 0.
Mm.
It's a family-friendly event.
Completely seriously.
Just throwing some paint down on these parts. Just trying to get this done.
Are you as desperate as Freddy?
Nah.
Is anybody?
No.
I'll be
Well,
a little laughing when I don't finish.
Checking on the computers. Too. Looks like they're all updated and turned off now.
So they haven't been turned on since last year?
What's that?
They haven't been turned on since last year?
No, they haven't been turned on. I shut them off, and I haven't turned them on until today.
Yeah, because they only get used once a year.
So I just want to make sure that they turned on and actually worked.
What's the fun in that, though?
I want to be at the show trying to troubleshoot these things.
It'd be just like our broadcasts. Run just as smoothly.
I'm just hoping they won't try to do more updates once I send them up there.
Oh, they will.
Who cares about Windows updates?
I should turn them off. Yeah, you're right.
Good luck with that.
Other than that, I'm just painting and doing that.
Hey, Clem, switch it back to me.
Yes, sir. As I try to. Oh, it worked the first time. All right. There you go.
Okay, so I've been building this little housing for the battery. Since I'm going to add LEDs to this, I have a bunch of different like LED battery holder type things. But none of them,
You're adding LEDs to it?
Yeah.
After you said you weren't?
yeah. I'm not crazy.
Homemade battery holders, good times.
So yeah, I have this one here, but it wouldn't fit in here unless I really dig it out. But it's already been painted, so I don't want to mess with the one I have now. So I just made this little one with 3 pieces of flat plate so far. I'm gonna solder the LED onto it, and then send 2 more that are gonna come out through the head and the back to light up the little cockpit area. Let me get that real quick. So I'm gonna have like the batteries dangling down here, and then it's just gonna. I tried it earlier. It's gonna have like the little spark effect inside, so it's gonna look really cool. And yeah.
Hey, this last one. Well, it'll look cool when you finish it.
Yeah.
So where'd you say you're stashing the battery?
It's gonna go in the head.
Hmm.
The head has so much room.
Yeah, it could. I still have to trim this down a little bit, but it could still fit it the way I have it now.
So are you gonna have to pull the head apart to get batteries in and out?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going. Yeah.
Battery inside?
I'm gonna try to put a magnet, a re-switch in there. Hopefully, if not, I'll just pull the head apart and put the battery in. No big deal.
You should use a magnetic. You should use a mechanical switch. The ears work great as a mechanical switch.
I'm still gonna have to go in and change the battery though.
No, you don't.
It's 2030. It's only a 2032 battery. It's not gonna last an entire more than one contest.
Really?
You need it to last more than one contest for.
Gonna run 3 LEDs off of it.
Oh.
I want to actually show this off at other places, Clem.
No, the only place it counts is our show.
I want to take it to other IPMS shows and have it lose miserably because they don't understand what it is.
That's not how that happens.
Hey, you can get lucky sometimes and win the non-humanoid mecha category.
But I didn't.
You know how you win at an IPMS show?
Don't build Gundam.
You build a plane, automobile. Actually, technically, you build a plane. You want to really impress some of those guys, you build a plane well, and suddenly they'll think highly of your skills.
Like, oh, you made a Gundam too? All right, that one. This is sad. That's probably what happens too.
If it wasn't so fucking true.
Oh, we have Dan in there judging, so that doesn't happen. He's
Me and
fair
Andrew could just bring our trophies and show them.
Your judging T-shirts, from my point of view, they're like a little bit too accurate. Like just my whole process of judging, I guess.
Nubs. Oh, Tim, did you see the shirt yet?
Tim, did you see the shirt?
Huh? What?
Did you see our judging shirt?
I did not.
Angel.
Let me go show. Let me go
upside down
present
again.
Angel. God damn it!
I'm setting it up. Hold on.
We see this. I'm gonna give Freddie controls.
I don't know.
And I'm gonna give George controls, so George could take over and present people and stuff.
Ooh. I will have to figure out how to do that.
Mouse over someone's screen, and there's a
I
little.
got it.
Yeah, you've
It's
done
been
this
a little
before.
while, but Nubs.
All the judges get to wear that.
Yes, that's what you get for being a judge.
Nice.
See, that's good. With MMC, I really got to the point where I just couldn't take judging anymore for a while. But some fun little incentives help. I
Wow,
think.
you remember MMC?
Yeah,
That
I remember it. I worked on it. But yeah, I remember it. I don't know that anybody else does.
Experiment.
I think it was fun
MMC.
for a while.
This is when you left?
Mickey Mouse Club.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Literally.
I remember CMC.
Yeah,
this is our
MMC
attempt
was
to
kind
revive
of the
it.
same thing, except other people did it.
Oh yeah. No, like
So-
Brandon. Brandon was like in it, and I think Clem, you were part of CMC and all that, right? Yeah.
That was a good time.
That was a while
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
Holy shit.
If people don't remember MMC, I wonder who remembers CMC. I mean, CMC certainly had more presence and stuff, but I mean, it was longer ago.
Wow. Yeah.
There's in this chat. There's 3 people that remember CMC
Yeah.
Well, there you go then.
because literally that was, I don't know, 18 years ago. 19?
Probably less than that, I'd say. You're talking mid 2000s.
No, we're talking before that.
No, CMC? No way.
CMC was like 2000. You know what? Screw you guys. I'm gonna way back this shit.
Go for it.
Nice.
All right,
'Cause,
George.
like,
you have the con.
I didn't even get into the hobby until like what? 2000, 2001, something like that. So it had to be well after that.
Yeah,
I think Huh?
I was gonna say I wasn't on forums probably until around 01 or something.
Yeah. Because I actually remember winning one of those one month. And the only reason why I remember it is because I found like the old logo of it in some old pictures I found.
Hmm. Yeah, well, it was good times, and like, Clem calls MMC a failure. I mean, it had its low points, but I think it was good times.
What was MMC? Like I'm legit asking.
Yeah, it was basically just another take on the same kind of contest, like not necessarily
okay.
monthly, but periodic online model competition
with themes.
Gotcha.
And
I must have been on my break while you guys were doing that.
yeah,
So that was 2002. Okay,
What?
16
For
years
CMC.
ago, CMC when it started.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah, it does.
That's 16 years ago.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, you kids, shut the fuck up.
I think that I entered my Macross Valkyrie into one of the CMCs. So.
You mean Veritech? Say it right, goddamn you.
She's airbrushing.
Mm.
She can't.
I hope it made her slip.
Yeah, well, I hope that she appreciates that we're monitoring her activities and scrutinizing every detail of what she does. And oh shit, look what she did! No, just kidding.
No, not there.
All right, she flipped me off on the Hangouts, and then I popped over to the YouTube feed.
Told, no, not there.
All right, so she flipped me off on Hangouts, and then I popped over to the YouTube feed, and I got the instant replay. Good time.
All right. If anyone has any questions in chat, now's your last chance to ask them.
No questions.
About SCGMC. No,
Just
it will
show
not
up.
be an open bar.
What is SCGMC?
It's a really long name that means nothing.
It's this cool convention.
A ConventionCon.
Wait, what's SCGMC? Who are you? Gundam NYC?
Ooh.
Really? We're going there?
Huh?
I don't get it. That
You
sounded
have to be
funny.
on Instagram to get it. You're not cool. Sorry.
I know, like I'm not down with this like social media thing.
We're just too old to be on Instagram.
I'm on Instagram, motherfucker.
Dude, social media sucks. Don't do it.
I think George is older than you.
Is he?
George, how old are you?
It's gonna be 2019. I'll be 42.
Oh shit, yeah. Just a couple years.
Goddamn, I'm older than George.
You're the oldest one, aren't you, Clem? You're like 57, aren't you?
Yeah, yes I am. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Hey man, yellow ages well.
Yes.
Hey, you're old enough. You're old enough to remember the "What's your level of commitment" commercials. You're fine in my book.
There's a lot of people old enough to remember those damn commercials.
Yeah,
I know there
unfortunately.
are, but like there have to be a lot of people who don't, and that's just a little bit weird to me. Like I mean, I imagine that there must be some people who saw your parody of it and they were just like, well, what is this? And you
I
know,
don't get it.
you explained it in like the panels and stuff, but at the
Feel
same
that-
time, it's like there are people who just
People
weren't
that,
on the scene at that team.
Remember it. They're all, Wing is their favorite Gundam series.
Everybody loves Wing, the best show ever.
Yeah.
Why is everybody fighting? I don't know. Just keep fighting. But we're fighting for peace.
But the robots though.
I like robots.
Press the button,
Oh,
you
that-
little bitch. Press the button.
That reminds me, like if you guys there's a good abridged version of Gundam Wing that's been going on.
Is there?
Wait, did
Yeah,
they actually
Operation
continue after the first one?
It's called Operation Meteor, like Meatier.
Wait, did they actually continue it after the first episode?
They've gone to like 5 episodes so far, I think.
Like, is it legit animation or what is it? I've never heard of this.
Well, no, it's abridged. That means that they're taking the original animation and they're redubbing it with voices, working jokes into it, that sort of thing.
Ah, so it's a parody.
Yeah.
For
Gotcha.
copyright reasons, yes.
For copyright reasons.
Well, parody is conveniently protected to some extent.
True.
Fair use and all that.
I was actually half excited to see a updated thing,
Aw.
but now my hopes and dreams are dashed. Thanks,
Well,
George.
sorry for the misunderstanding. Well, you can always watch the high definition remaster of Gundam Wing.
Yeah. Still disappointing. My 20s were a lie.
So, what you're hoping for, like the reanimated version of like Frozen Teardrop or something, or
No, nothing like that. Just something better.
all the elaborate backstory of like obscure variants of Gundam Nataku that were being used before the TV series started.
Nah, I'm not that much of a fucking weeb.
Video variants with Tallgeese pods. The explanation of why there's different versions of the Gundams. You always got to have explanations.
Well, there's always explanations.
I don't always like explanations.
There's always got to be a long, drawn-out speech by the protagonist, talking about why war is bad
Mm.
and why people should make peace and love each other before he gets blown to shit.
You should watch 00 or Iron Bladed Orphans.
Oh, I've seen both of them.
Okay.
They're good. Yeah.
They
My
don't have
favorites-
that. You don't have that witchy, whining, bitchy protagonist.
No, I know. My favorite's still Thunderbolt.
That jazz.
Holy shit, dude. I.O. Fleming is the fucking man.
I gotta watch the rest of that.
Like, he beats the shit out of people and he doesn't even care. He's awesome. Then he bangs the captain. I'm like, that's my boy. Like, zero shame too. Like, he's calling dude peg leg and all that. And he's like, how do you pilot a mobile suit with half a body? Like, that's vicious, man. Then they rescue him and he's beat to hell and he's just like, yeah, let's go fight. Come on. Yeah. Best character in the entire freaking series.
Good times.
Hell yeah. We need more characters like that. Like, I watched Iron Blooded Orphans. It was cool. I'm like, it got weird, you know? Like the whole Mikazuki angle of him getting paralyzed and then him being with the two chicks, and it was just, that got like really freaking odd.
It wasn't that bad. So you realize he was hooked up to the Gundam when he knocked that one up.
Yeah, but still, it was just, it just got weird. Like, yeah, these two girls, they're completely cool with, you know, this guy that has zero freaking personality. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, let's make a baby. All right, cool. That sounds like fun. Jesus Christ.
Isn't that how it goes in real life?
No.
You mean
Gundam lied to me?
what?
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Wow.
You guys don't have kids, do you? That is definitely not how it goes.
Corey, it's off by a millimeter.
Yeah, it is.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I don't-
Saw from right here through that low res webcam.
Low res C920. It just doesn't focus for crap in my lighting.
That's why I got the C930.
So you can have green screen technology for when you face cam.
Oh, damn, webcam fight.
It's so totally worth it.
Got him.
Oh yeah, totally worth the $45 extra.
Right.
Exactly. No, I only got it for like $10 extra. When I was on
Oh.
sale.
They must have gone down when they realized nobody wanted them.
Oh well, I won. I got it cheap.
Yep.
Actually, no, it was only like $20 more.
$20 I spent on a new kit, so
Yeah, there's no room for new kits anymore.
That's a
I've been
real
good.
problem for you right now.
I've been good. I've been on a kit diet for like a good half a year now.
A kid diet.
That's what I keep calling it.
I
good
only
try.
eat kids.
But other than one SD and cross silhouette frame that I bought just because I was in Little Tokyo, I haven't bought a single kit since, other than those two, since May. Been trying to finish things before I buy new things.
It's always the hardest part.
Yep.
Finishing before you buy new kits.
Yeah.
All right, so check this out. Let's see here.
And it is off by a millimeter.
1 millimeter.
About that, yeah. One side's a little bit shorter.
All right, guys, I'm gonna take off now.
Yeah, we're pushing 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna run around the room and everyone can plug something.
SCGMC.
Well, that's obviously.
All right, see you guys.
Later, Frey.
Bye.
Let's see here. Let's go over to. Well, she's painting. I just want to show the Valkyrie visor. That I've finished. I finished priming it just initially, so you can see the basic shape of it all. See if I can get a better angle with this guy. So like your putty and everything, it looks pretty close. There's some standing mistakes that will fix. I'll fix after I once this stuff cures. And we have another laptop that came on. But this should look pretty close to how it should look once it's finished.
Looking nice.
Not too bad. Maybe a little reshaping here because I was a little too zealous when I sanded.
So, what's your plan for the visor? Just going to use some clear plastic cut to shape, or?
What I was gonna do is I was gonna take this once I get this finished, this piece here finished. I was gonna take some Play-Doh and jam it into the Play-Doh and make a mold. So I want to have as perfect a fit as possible, and it'll be just a thin piece of plastic that I'll spray green, I guess, clear green, over this, and that will be it. Then you can kind of see through this and see all the little detail bits too. I did kind of fiddle with the idea that I want to put lights in it, and then that passed pretty quickly.
Oh, come on.
No.
You've resisted the call.
Yeah, exactly. There's hey, let's add some details. Hey, let's go stupid with this.
That's what
That's
I do.
how I work.
LEDs make everything better, though.
Exactly. So with that, I'm just going to go around the room. It's 9 o'clock. We are past our broadcast scheduled
Bedtime.
broadcast. So let's see here. Corey.
Yes.
Let me present to you. Do you have anything to plug?
Just SCGMC, bring your SDs because I want to see more at that table.
Yeah, this kit's not going to get done.
Oh. And I can't wait to see everybody's Bear Guys. I'm really excited for that.
Senior Angel?
Shirts. Come to the show and buy our shirts.
We also have drawstring bags this year.
Yeah. The drawstring bags. The more you buy from us, the more it supports us to make the show better. We're also going to have lots of really good raffle prizes again, as always. A few things signed by Kawaguchi.
Tim's favorite person, the Gooch.
And
Hello, Mr. Creepy.
Well, I mean, everything we put into, like, the amount of money we make for the show, we actually throw back into the show when we dump even more money of our own money into the show just to, keep this thing going and making it better every year. So the more money you spend on us, the better the show gets. George?
So SCGMC is like a prostitute?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think prostitutes get better with the more money you spend on them.
You just get them for longer. That's it.
Some would argue that's better, though. Some.
Well, I guess, we can make it a 2-day event.
Is it a marathon or a sprint?
George, you have anything to plug other than not being at our show in 4 days?
God damn it, dude. I don't even feel like I can point people at my website anymore. I haven't updated the damn thing.
Scopeeye.net.
That's the one. Yep. I don't know. Maybe I'll post updates to it again someday. In the meantime, have fun at the show. I wish I could make it. Gonna plan on it for next year though, so it should be good times.
All right, Robotex.
Ouch.
I'm used to that. SCGMC, come buy some raffle tickets. I'll be selling them. If you want cheap, affordable airbrush supplies, go to Spray Gunner, use my code X10. You get 10% off. Helps me help you. And you can check out my Instagram.
Arby, you need a little flash that little tag that comes up with your code, as you know, that you can flash on the screen.
Hold on.
No, too late. I changed the screen.
Backwards. Help.
Not in focus. Not in focus. Way to go there, Chicas. Get back to painting, and we'll see you Friday. Timmy,
Yes, sir.
plug away, buddy.
I mean,
Okay.
the 2018 Southern California Gundam Model Competition Guest of Honor, Tim Harkins.
Yes. Yeah.
See him speak live.
Oh shit! This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun, you guys. Yeah. So www.shotofmecha.com. Hit it up. You can find my store there. Also on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I do the stream try to do it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So tune in tomorrow and watch me continue to work on this big girthy base.
All 15 inches of it.
Yeah, hey, it's got to fit, right? Got to get it in the case.
Make sure it's the right hole. All right.
Alrighty then.
I love making just the uncomfortable silence. All right, and with that, I hope to see all you guys at SCGMC in 4 days from now.
Jesus.
And yeah. Oh crap. So with that, we'll try to schedule more of these live broadcasts soon. We'll probably do one after SCGMC sometimes, just to talk about the show, bitch about it, listen to everyone gripe about how they didn't win and why they didn't win, and how great it was, how it could be improved, because we actually listen to you guys and we try to improve things as much as possible. With that, see you guys Saturday. And we're going to try to live broadcast or live stream at the show, so look for that too. Catch you guys later.